Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, stay level like that. That's sick. YouTube, what is up? It is 9 in the morning and we are at the facility ready to hit, ready to throw, ready to use some water bags. We got all of it going on today. Not a super long session today, just getting some throwing work in. I'm gonna document our throwing work. It's not going to be amazing throwing work because I suck at throwing, but I want to document the process so that when we do start to throw hard and we do start to throw far, we have the entire journey laid out. So we'll document some of our throwing stuff today. We're warming up with some glove work. We're throwing into the ceiling. We're getting some light 80% throws into the wall and then some light 80% crow hops into the wall. And then we're gonna get the BP work and get after it from there. Then we gotta go to a podcast. Then we gotta come back and rip some heavy ass snatches and heavy ass cleans today on the fitness channel. So it should be a pretty electric day. We also have golf with Welty and Brian today. So the spine is gonna get used and abused today. Let's get after it. So this is the most simplistic thing that I do on my program, but it is something that I have committed to doing all off season, and it's 10 minutes of glove work before every BP session, because otherwise my meathead tells myself I'll do it after the BP session. Then I BP for 4 hours and do the thing I'm already good at for 4 hours and don't work at the thing that I suck at. So before we do every BP, I'm making my warm-up be 10 minutes of glove work. When I'm by myself, it's super simple. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just getting work in. We're just throwing a ball like a little kid against the wall. We literally have a clock over there and we rip for 10 minutes, just going back and forth, working on some things. We'll do some outfield work. We'll throw it down at the ground and work on some pop flies like this. We'll hit some over the shoulder stuff, but literally 10 minutes on the clock, working the glove, warming up the arm, warming up the body. It's kind of fun, but it's definitely something I need more work on. And it's a beautiful warm-up for my BP sessions and for throwing, I guess, too. But we suck at throwing. Probably don't need to warm up that much for throwing. That's a good start. That's why we need to do glove work right there. Throwing the ball to the side. But got 4 minutes left on the clock here. Hit 6 minutes before we press play to warm up, so the brain worked a little bit. Sounds like it's not still working, but let's rip here. We get some fancy ones in there. We'll pop it up with the glove. Good start. I typically just pick a glove thing I want to work on for fun, hit it for 10 reps, then switch. Oh God, I had disease. Switch it up after that. But just trying to make glove work fun, and I need any and all work I can get on it. This pop-up one's fucking kind of hard. I feel like I'm gonna get smacked. Go back to the basics. How much time we got left on the clock? It's gotta be pretty close. It is time. Let's go. We'll hit some throws here. Good little warm up, sweating, hips are moving, and we got 10 minutes of glove work done for the day. Nickel and diamond. So to start off with our throws, we just got straight ceiling throws. We got 10 total. Dan showed me this one. I like the feel of this one. We're literally just trying to throw straight above us, right over top. Feels like I'm finally getting like some spine and core to work here. Gets a little lean back activity. I'm a big fan of this one and got to work on a little bit more. So we got 10. We just have to make sure we don't hit a pole above us because otherwise the ball snaps down and hits you in the forehead. So it's a learning lesson to be accurate. Let's get it, 10 of them. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that feels so good. You feel it all throughout the core. All right. More. Oh, these are feeling nice today. We got a bunch of little shitter soccer kids that are not staying on their side of the net. And we are about to hit balls at them here into this net. It's gonna be a little sketchy. Last one here. Ooh! Oh yeah, man. If I can get that feel when I'm throwing an actual ball, I might be able to throw an actual ball. That'd be sweet. Let's get to the next one. Now, we got 10 standing throws and we'll do 10 crow hops, just trying to build up volume here. Going 80%. When I was max velo testing last Thursday with Duncan, my elbow was sore for about 4 weeks, so we have to build up a little bit of tolerance here. Goal on these, stay closed, be able to get a little bit of deceleration feel and get a little bit longer, bro. Oh my God, watching myself throw. Duncan said it would make me want to puke, but it actually made me want to puke. It was not a good look. I looked like a little T-Rexer. So I'm gonna try and stay long with these. I've been doing some straight arm throws on opposite days. I haven't recorded yet, but I'll show those too. Been throwing pretty much every day at a little lighter intensity and just kind of build up volume. But we got 10 throws here. Nice, relaxed, 80%. Ooh. 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 Oh, that feels nice. Stay nice and long. It will pay off. All of these throws will pay off. It's gonna be the same as the Olympic lifts, like where I started watching myself Olympic lifting made me want to puke. I'm gonna do the same thing with this throwing journey, to where this day is gonna make me want to puke eventually. Oof. 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 A little short on that one. Keeping myself away from the pocket radar because I do not trust myself to not yeet myself into the pocket radar just quite yet. I don't need my elbow to flare up for another 6 days. Oof. 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 There we go. All right, that's 10 there. We'll hit 10 crow hops, then we'll start our BP sesh. Now we got 10 crow hops. Using the baseballs here, I think the baseball is actually gonna be a super good training tool for throwing a softball far and throwing a softball hard, just because you can throw it so much faster. I just have to be careful because my throwing mechanics suck. That when I throw a baseball, it's much easier to throw a softball because it's so much bigger and you can kind of muscle it places where you can't really muscle the baseball places without it hurting like a mother trucker. So it's gonna be a good training tool to work on some velocity, overspeed stuff compared to the softball, but also I know if I throw it good or not with the baseball, because if it hurts, I did not throw it good. So 80% crow hops here, nice and relaxed. Let's get it, 10 of them. Ooh. Ooh. Gotta suck less at these. That was 2. Ooh. 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 I think I do have to do a better job of keeping that back foot in the ground a little bit longer. I catch myself in softball. I'm like, teeter-totter. And maybe that's the right thing to do eventually, because obviously you don't stay planted when you throw. But it's like, I feel like it's the same thing as swing, as if I would just get on that front foot right away. And it's like, then you're swinging just off of that front foot. And that's what the throw feels like. So try to keep that back foot in the ground for a little bit longer. 3 more here. Ooh. That one actually felt good. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. So those are the high intensity throws right now. We are really building up. Think of it like almost like a return to play, because I'm returned to playing from never throwing in my life. But the goal is to get some decent volume on the arm, pain-free volume on the arm, and teach myself how to throw pain-free, and we'll build up from there. We got one more drill that I've been a fan of, a little accuracy test. Let's go. Last thing we got throwing-wise today, just a little, I want to be able to throw accurately, right? Like I think if I increase the velo and I still can't aim where I throw, which I currently can't aim where I throw because I suck at throwing, I don't think that does me any good actually in game. So a little accuracy game that we've been playing these last couple days has been up the mountain, down the mountain, little basic ass game. Just trying to hit this pad, got to hit the pad twice in a row to go back. I haven't done up the mountain yet because I don't want to regress every single time I miss. So it's pretty much just back the mountain. You have to hit 2 in a row to move back. Today we're doing sidearms. Yesterday we did overhand. That was super fun, but I want to work on a variety of throwing positions. We're going stationary right now. Eventually we'll spice it up and add on the move throws, but just building this up the mountain, down the mountain, as deep as we can go. Give ourselves like 5 minutes to do it. Let's go. Yellow cone to mark our spot. Made it on the first two though, that's good. I was thinking this is just another one. Just build up some throwing volume in a way that doesn't make me want to shoot myself. Just trying to find a way to gamify some of this throwing stuff. The bats, I can BP all day. BPing's fun. I need to find a way to make fielding fun. Ooh, almost missed that one. Bump it back. Oh, you idiot. Gotta do it again. Ooh, there we go. I also kind of like the fact, as we get better at these and you're throwing on the move, kind of forces you to throw under pressure a little bit. You make the first one pretty easily. This is what I was finding yesterday. I made the first one pretty easy and started to think about the second throw when I got to farther distances and it was missing. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly like a game where you have fielders that have made the throw millions of times and then they have to do it under pressure and you kind of suck. So kind of like that for this drill. Keep going. Couple more back spots here. Ooh, sniped that one. Let's go. Gotta bump the camera back. Maybe I'm a sidearm thrower. Actually, I kind of do throw some better sidearm, but can't throw from the outfield sidearm. So that's unfortunate. Ooh, sniped. Let's go. I should have just brought out a bunch of softballs instead of using the same three. As I get farther away and I miss more, I'm gonna have to do that. Ooh. Oh, you idiot. Ooh, sniped. Let's do one more spot. This will be our last spot here. Then we'll get the BP. Gonna have to hurry. We have a podcast coming up here in like 40 minutes with a professor and USA track cyclist coach. Pretty pumped for that. Should be electric. And we have to get the BP yet. Let's go. Last one. Can we do it in two? How many throws will this take us? Comments right now. How many do you think? How many think? All right, your comments in. I'm gonna say two. Let's do it. All right, well, it's gonna take at least three. There's one. Come on, clutch up. Oh, you dumbass. Fuck. Gotta start over. There we go, come on. Ooh, if you guessed 5, you're the lucky winner of nothing because we have nothing to give away just yet, but we'll eventually have something, I'm sure. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get to BP, something I'm actually good at. Sorry for having to watch that. Big thing with these videos is holding me accountable to actually throw and get Operation 80 in, because otherwise I would skip throwing every day to go to my wonderful mistress over here, the T. Let's hit some swings. We're gonna start off, we're gonna go underload bat, so a little bit lighter bat, but it's a full length bat instead of the short bat because we're gonna use the short bat for our next drill. I don't really love repeating the bat, feels like giving a different feel with the bat, but we're gonna stick with that 1 foot, 1 arm, swing approach, get that scissors feel across. This is pretty much gonna be a staple in the program as we go forward as our warm-up drill. So just gonna hit 5 of these, gonna stay long on this bat, deliver that barrel through. Let's get it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Trying to feel that lead leg load and decelerate the swing on these. A really helpful drill for me. Ooh. There we go. All right, then we're gonna get to some short bats right here. 28 ounce bat, 28-inch bat, 31 ounces. We're going no stride, closed stance, curry look backs again, really just focus on decelerating. Again, every drill to start is gonna focus on staying in the ground and getting in that front side hip. Let's get these. We got 10 total swings here. Ooh. Ooh. Really force that barrel through with the short one. I like this. It's a good feel. Ooh. A little underneath that one. Got the good stretch. Way underneath that one. Lock in, dude. 5 more. Got a little kid staring at me right now. Crashing under the pressure. Lock in. There we go. Ooh, that glute is gonna be on fire later when we have ollies. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. And this is really what I want to focus on this offseason a ton, because when I get good feels, it's the barrel releases and accelerates through. And part of that is decelerating the body. Body stops, barrel rotates through, gets through the ball. And then there's some of them where it's like, I'm catching with the barrel here and like fighting the ball off. So I want to release the barrel a little bit more. I'm really thinking punch the ball with the barrel here. That's been a really good feel for me. 2 more here, I think. I think it's 2 more. There we go. All right, now we're gonna get to some step backs with the heavier bats. Let's get it. All right, now we got these step back flamingos here with the heavy bats, the barrel loaded bats. So we're gonna step back, and we're gonna hold, we're gonna stay postured, and then we're gonna drive through, try to release that barrel. Probably try to add a little bit of a curry look back again to get that barrel through. Just focus on staying in the ground here. That's the whole goal right now. We are drilling a ton in this off season. I think there's a time and place. I think once you get to in season, you can do some drills for the feels and the good things of it, but most people just need to BP and hit the ball a little bit more. But like reps really isn't my issue right now. I BP a fuck ton. Obviously like reps to be able to get to the level that you want to get to, you can't just stop doing reps. It's just, I think sometimes your reps need to be a little bit more specific on the feel that you're trying for, especially this early in the off season, and especially with how much hit tracks we have coming up to where we are going to have a ton of game swings. I just don't want it to make it feel like if you just do these drills, it's going to be like a magic fix for things. I think these drills allow you to feel things in your swing that you can bring to your game-like swing, but if you're not taking actual game-like swings, it's not going to do you a ton of good, and you're just going to get stuck in the drill mindsets like so many like high school athletes do. But we have a ton of game swings coming up, and I'm just focused on these feels, and once I can ingrain these feels, I can bring these feels much better to actual game swings when we get there, which is next week already. I'm traveling to Boston next week, so I have to miss the first week of Hit Tracks, but Hit Tracks does start next week. I think Dome Ball starts next week as well, so we'll have plenty of game swings and game swing content coming up, and hopefully this stuff transitions. Let's go. Ooh. 1, 2. Ooh. 2. Keep those hips on plane. It feels so much better when I do that. Tyler Irvine talked about where you want to hit the ball, you should send your hips towards. So you want to hit the ball on a line, keeps your hips level. You want to hit the ball for a home run, bring those hips up a little bit, upper body stays the same throughout. So when you're trying to hit a home run, upper body still stays on that level plane. You're just finishing with the hips, and he's talking about not trying to move 2 things at once. And I kind of like that philosophy. I brought it to league the first night after I heard it on the Hitting with the Nation video, and it was kind of disgusting. So really try to keep those hips through, and it really drives the ball through. I like it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, bled out on that one. 2 more here. Ah, that feels nice. Oh, that is nice. All right, little break, then we'll get to the handle load bat. Now we're gonna do the KP drill. So just focus on a big leg kick here. Not necessarily to adopt the KP swing. I think just watching good hitters and picking up on some of the things that they do that are really effective without completely changing your swing can be a super fun way to train BP and just get you different feels. But KP obviously is notorious for that big lean back, keeps everything parallel, and then gets a big leg kick through. I really don't think I have the leg length to be able to do what he does with his leg kicks, but I do want to work on that patience, which is why I work on that flamingo and that step back, staying stacked, then going, and focusing on the KP is just a more dynamic way to do that because it forces you to stay stacked on that back leg to get that big leg kick forward. So we're gonna work on this one for a couple swings with this handle loaded bat. Let's get it. Ooh. Oh, I have no idea how he cuts a ball with that leg kick, bro. I feel like I have to send everything to the moon doing that. Let's try it though. Ooh, that feels nice. Overemphasizing the leg kick actually feels like I'm getting that stack much better, and I'm not like extending. I feel like sometimes, honestly, when I rush the leg kick is when I get myself in trouble because I get too out front too quick. And it seems like a big leg kick would make that dramatic and like you're just trying to daddy hack at the ball. But honestly, it kind of slows it down for me. That's a nice feel. Let's go. Oh. There we go. Ooh. There we go. All right, work the gamers. We're gonna go some low push and then some high cut together. Let's get it. We're gonna go low push ball, trying to get this ball to slice as far that way as possible. Going up on it. I might have to bump this tee back just a little bit here. Make sure it's still within frame just so I don't follow through in the defense, but trying to get it as far that way as possible and staying on top of this low ball. This is one that I tend to push like a golf swing and get it to slice rather than staying on top, driving through and getting it to go, punching this ball. Let's get it. Oh, a little too down. There we go. Bump this tee back a little bit more so my follow through doesn't hit the net. There it is. When you're doing tee work, you're trying to push. Stole this from Hitting with the Nation, but move up on the ball. It's not necessarily about how far away the ball is from you. It's more about depth here. If the ball is getting this way, it's gonna be really hard, obviously, to pull that ball this way. Much easier to just slice down on it, let it get deep in the zone, and then you can full swing that way. So that's obviously the easiest way to push a ball, is just let it get deep, then swing normally, and it'll go push side for you. But when you're working off a tee, it's not necessarily about being here or here. It's more about depth here and here. So a couple more here. Let's get it. Ooh. Should be disgusting. That is gross. Ooh. There we go. Nice. All right, we're gonna finish up with this high tee drill, then we're done. Super high tee, trying to stay on top of this ball. Not trying to, we will stay on top of this ball. This is the ball I tend to get underneath and send for home runs when it should be the ball that I should cut 6 feet off the ground, 3 feet off the ground, and just staying high. If I can do this with this ball, I can do it with any ball. Let's get it. Good start, good start. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Especially on this drill, even if it's straight in the ground, that is exactly what I'm going for. I'm trying to just really focus on getting above the ball. And when I get to a game, that's gonna be a little bit more parallel. If I focus on staying parallel in a game that's gonna be underneath the ball, it's gonna go 400 feet rather than hard line drive, hard one hopper to the infield, which is our goal right now. Ooh, a little underneath that. Want to hit clean. Don't hit that tee. Get above it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Really ingrain this feel. Get above the ball. There we go. Oh, that's disgusting. Ooh. 2 more. Oh, stay level like that. That's sick. Ooh. There we go. All right, clean up. That's a freaking day. Good little drill sesh. Keep building up. Appreciate you guys watching. Keep swinging, baby.